Welcome back to the Lights Out Podcast, bedtime stories for boys and girls around the world. Good evening, boys and girls. Are you ready for bed? Are you all snuggled up and ready for another Lights Out bedtime story? Well, you're in for a treat tonight because we have a book called Creepy Carrots by Raynolds, illustrated by Peter Brown. Once upon a time, Jasper Rabbit had a passion for carrots, and the carrots that grew in Crackenhopper Field were the best, fat, crisp, and free for the taking. He pulled some for a morning snack on the way to school. He yanked out a few on his way to Little League practice. He ripped them from the ground on his way home at night. Jasper couldn't get enough carrots until they started following him. He first noticed something strange after the big game against the East Valley Hares. Jasper was about to help himself to a victory snack when he heard it, the soft, sinister thunk-a-kunk-a-tunk of carrots creeping. He turned, but there was nothing there. Just my imagination, he thought, but he hopped a little faster home. That night, he was brushing his teeth. There they were. Jasper whipped around, but nothing. He laughed at himself, picked his toothbrush up off the floor, and went to bed quickly. The next morning, he approached Crackenhopper Field slowly. He reached for 2 wild carrots, and nothing happened. He bit into one, and nothing happened. Oh, phew, creepy carrots. It was ridiculous. But when he arrived home that evening, "Mom, Mom!" Jasper screamed. "Creepy carrots in the shed." His mom opened the door slowly. There weren't any carrots, not even the regular kind. "There are no such thing as creepy carrots," Mum said, shaking her head. Later that night, Jasper lay in bed. He heard it, breathing, terrible carroty breathing. And there, on his wall, "Creepy carrots!" he shouted. "Dad, Dad, quick!" His dad thumped into his bedroom and threw on the lights. They searched under the bed. No creepy carrots. They looked through the closets. No creepy carrots. They opened the dresser drawers. No creepy carrots. "Just a bad dream, son," his dad said, shaking his head. "Now go to sleep." That wasn't going to happen, and by the end of the week, Jasper was seeing creepy carrots creeping everywhere. Jasper knew his parents were wrong. Creepy carrots were real, and they were coming after him. But they couldn't get him if they couldn't get out. Jasper hatched a plan. First thing Saturday, he grabbed supplies and headed over to Crackenhopper Field. As the sun finally set across Crackenhopper Field, Jasper Rabbit smiled. And on his way home, there was no tunk-tunk-tunk. There were no carrot-shaped shadows. His plan had worked. No creepy carrots would ever get out of that carrot patch again. And as the sun finally set, the carrots of Crackenhopper Field cheered. Hooray! Their creepy plan had worked. They were sure of it. Jasper Rabbit would never get into that carrot patch ever again. The end of Creepy Carrots by Raynolds. A really great story about the carrots that take revenge on the rabbit and make sure that he can never pull them up again. Good night.